Um, so while you are when you start learning how to get a job, just confirm you can hear me. Please, before we continue, just confirm you can hear me.
I can hear
I
you.
can hear. All right, wait. So I want to use something to illustrate how you can be earning, or start earning and grow your personal brand, grow your visibility, and even earn on the side while you're working on getting a job, a crypto job, Web3 job, as the case may be. So now, I mentioned in previous classes about narratives, sectors. Like if you're building I think in the last class, I don't know if you were there, Bola. I don't know, you weren't there in the last class, but I don't know if you were in the class where I mentioned this. Um, if you're going to be a marketer, like let's say Web3 marketer, for example, a social media manager, there are specific things um, you have to know for that skill. The other thing that you need to also pay attention to is specific narratives, being able to be good in a particular vertical or narrative. What I mean is sometimes there are existing narratives in the crypto space and their popularity rise and fall. Some become very consistent. For example, now DeFi is like the central, it's at the heart of crypto, it's at the heart of Web3. But sometimes in some seasons, DeFi can be popularity can be very, very high. There's everybody trying to get into DeFi, trying to stake and rewards and all of those things. But then, even though popularity dies down, it is still there. And then sometimes people want to employ people that are good. Let's say you are a social media manager, but social media manager is good in DeFi. That means you know how to build an account, you know how to manage a community or grow a following around a particular narrative, which is why you can't be in all narrative, but you can double down on one or two narratives. And then sometimes you can also key into um, emerging narratives or trending narratives, which is why on being on consistent or being online on X will help you a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. I already showed us on how we can start connecting with people in our niche. I use the list method, the community method on X to you can connect with people like you and start staying in touch with start so the more you engage with them and the more you begin to see you'll be able to like build your algorithms, the algorithm to give you crypto related events so that as things are happening, you're seeing it, you're tracking it, and you're on top of what's happening. So now in the past 6 months, 8 months ish, InfoFi, that's info attention, let's say finance, attention finance, information finance, whereby attention powered by AI became a thing. Kaito was the first product to say, okay, we can now monetize since attention is no longer about what's that thing again? Let's say it's the king. It's no longer just about creating content, but how much mind share do you have? How much attention? Because now we're in an era whereby everybody's attention is being dragged all over the place. So, oh, wow. So now, how much can you how many people do you have the attention can stay on what you do? So when Kaito came into this picture, they started it. Then next project that came in after them, like 2 months ago, was Cookie. Yes, this is their parent company, and the Cookiedotfun, and they started this centralizing info file. So now, after them now, Yapio came out. So there are still very few products. Yapio came out on Arbitrum, you know. So now people, like I mentioned, first users of Kaito got their airdrop at least $100 per person. People are getting like up to like $5,000, $1,000. Excuse me, just because when the product came out, they used it and started participating. So people are trying to figure out, how do I earn yaps? Now, yaps are like reward that Kaito gives you for engaging on Kaito. For Cookie.com, their own is snaps. So I didn't really participate in Yapio because I felt like, something comes out, it begins to get dragged all over the place. So snaps. So what's the point? So if you are creating content around the project, they reward people that consistently talk about a particular project. So how do you now participate in this? So this is like trying to sometimes this is our let me see if I can connect to my maybe it's no longer here. Okay. But you can still hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. I think it's connecting. So now, what they reward is they reward people that create content around a specific projects. And I'm going to like walk us through one or two things. So beyond jobs, right? Beyond jobs, one of the ways that you can start earning and start building your relevance is through airdrops. But these days, airdrops is no longer about trying to pursue um gather points. Like people were trying to gather points in Telegram one time. Telegram was popular for because of those mini apps on Telegram, and one or two people made some money from there. But it became saturated and became very overflowed. So now airdrops have become more of a contribution thing. Like how much you contribute towards a project is how much you get rewarded. Which is why KOLs look like they are um, making money because they provide you information about projects, and then the more you follow them, the more you stay updated, the more they participate in all these projects. So I'm trying to log into this space so I can walk us through it. Um, just log into the website. So now see what Cookiedotfun said. Influence isn't reach, it's recurrence. Who keeps showing up when it matters? So they're rewarding people that talk about the same project over and over and over and over again. Like, do you educate your this? So now, if you're going to get a job as a social media manager, marketer, whatever role, right? You like to show that you know what you're doing around your job. So one way to do that as also position yourself for getting rewarded is to pick a project under the listed project of this website. I'm really trying to log into this site. Okay, so I'm getting through to this one. Oh, so I'm trying to get through to this one. So I've gotten through to. So now this is Cookiedotfun. This is Cookiedotfun. So similar to what happens on Kaito. This project sign up with Cookie.fun and they allocate a quantity like down. For example, Asapian allocated 0.5% of their total token supply to this and say, if you talk about what we are doing, you definitely definitely get a reward. Now look at this dashboard now. These are the projects that, so let's say you pick a project here. Anyone here, this one allocated $560,000 worth of their token here. This one's allocated the supply, then so or they're going to reward top voices. Now look at these are the projects. These are projects that have good sentiment. So they're tracking good sentiment, bad sentiment, you can know, oh, these are the projects that are like having, so look at the mind share, percentage mind share. Bitcoin has 30%, of course. Bitcoin has the largest, followed by Ethereum, 2%, then Kaito have 4%, then just like that, and begins to like go down, 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 down. And so so now um so how you go about it now is you pick a project here and just you can pick one or two, max two, because you don't want to be seen as somebody who is trying to jump from one project to the other. So you pick a project or max two projects, learn about that project and begin to show people how to use the project, what the project is doing, what value they can find in the project. See them, 5,000 people are already talking about this project. During distributed amount of snaps have been distributed, right? So of course you have to log in to see all the other details and stuff. I'm not using my account here, even I would have shown you. Um, so you learn about the project, talk about the project and all of that stuff. That way you can even start share insights through your hand, like as a marketer, what are the key things about marketing? That's, for example, now you can explore their growth loop. What are the growth loops of this project? How effective is it? What are the funnels, like user funnel of this project? How can it be optimized? Do you have recommendation for better optimization of the funnel? Stuff like that. The social media handle, is there a campaign you think that if they run, if you're a designer, stuff like that. So you are using your skill. This is a better way to even do, not because what they do on X is, oh, who is yapping, who is snapping, like all those things. They're trying to like save all those things, but those things are noise. They don't offer value to the project and all of that. But they're trying to reward people that talk about the project and offer value about the project. So this is how you can maximize Snap or even Kaito. You pick a project from the leaderboard. For Snap, that campaign. For Kaito, you pick from um, their Kaito earn or their airdrops in order to participate. So they just wanted to like share that. So airdrop is one way, but the better way to do airdrop is to talk about the project, participate in the project from the angle of your skill. That way, you are contributing to the project and you are not seen as a farmer, because farmers have this kind of flag, it's a red flag on X, so that nobody sees you as an unserious person. You know, at the end of the day, you get rewarded, you make some money, but you want to be seen, you want it to be from the angle of you are providing value, right? So airdrop is one way, really. So what you can be doing that's one way that even myself, like I've earned money outside of my regular job. because of providing value, participating in a project, using their project that period of time. So when they want to start rewarding people that use their project, I end up being among them. So I hope you got that.
Yes, I did. Though I'll still have to learn it on my own because there are a lot of words that I don't really understand.
Oh, any word you encounter and you need like more explanation on it, I can do videos, like short videos, like to break down the words. Um, and that's what about this crypto space. We're still trying to get to that point whereby these words we can either use words people are familiar with or make these words simpler. This words have its own jargons. This Web3 space has its own jargons, and those jargons have been a limitation for like people that are entering into the space. But then if you can understand these jargons, it becomes easier, right? Even us that have been here for like up to 5 years, when new words come into the space, we want to learn, like to say, oh, internet capital market, what does that even mean? Like we have a way of giving labels to things in this space, and it's a problem because it puts it gets keeps information because people don't want to. Every day people want to find out, okay, how do I use this ecosystem? But because the information gets kept under labels, it becomes hard for a new person to start unless they have someone who will teach them. And then we are not having a lot of education anymore for the basics, right? Which is why I'm trying to do a lot of like beginner friendly videos on our YouTube channel to like assist with all of these breakdowns. So if you encounter anything, let's say you're exploring on your own and you encounter anything and you tried to use ChatGPT and it's not making sense, just drop it in my DM. I either explain it in the next live session or I will do a video to explain it. Or if I can just quickly drop you a reply, I'll also do that.
All right, ma, thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's get into something else. I I don't know whether I should share this outline with you people. More like an outline of what we're learning. So we're in the class where I showed the let me open it. I did a thread on how to get crypto job. Did you? We're in that class.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I can get the recordings from the website, right?
Yeah, you see when you go to that crypto just master class, when you scroll down, you will see um one one this thing, one lesson that has that live sessions from coaching and mentorship. And when you click on it, you're going to see all the live sessions there.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I wanted to show you. Is that my account again? Okay. So now I did this thread last week, and so you can look at this. It's just like it's a mega thread. It's a thread of threads where I highlighted different people and their different takes on how to get crypto jobs. So it's not like on your own. You can look at to see their different opinions. So when you see these two people that potential recruiters, builders, founders, it helps you to see that some of these things are not just on your own. You can go through the distance. So I did a research of in the past 9 months, and I compiled it and made a thread out of it, like a resource for anyone who wants to make reference to the thread of threads. And then also, I want to build an app that make it easy for people to learn and also like connect to job opportunities. So I'm doing a survey. I'm doing a survey. I think I dropped a link on my on my status. I'm doing a survey to get people's opinion. People that are looking for job opportunities. What do they want to see in an app? If they're going to have an app that will help them get jobs, what do they want to see in the app? So I want to build what people want, not what I think they want. So maybe um I'll share the link with you so you can fill it and just I just want to hear people hear your thoughts when you
Okay,
fill the
man.
form, all right?
Listen.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to guide us when we're building the app. All right, so that being said,